Alright, hello people. I'm the dude and I just slogged my way through 194 minutes of Kingdom of Heaven. This is my rant review of the Ridley Scott movie, Kingdom of Heaven. The short version, it is absolutely terrible. It is 194 minutes of terrible. It is god-awful. It is hideously, disgustingly bad. We're talking about the director that made Alien and Legend and Black Hawk Down and Blade fucking Runner and, I mean, so many good movies. So many good movies. And then he makes this pile of dog shit. The long version. Roger Ebert. I ran into one of his blurbs, right, when I was looking up the information for this movie before I was going to watch it. Roger Ebert said that this movie was better than Gladiator. I've got the real quote. I'm not gonna paraphrase. I'm gonna quote it exactly. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, Roger Ebert. Better than Gladiator, deeper, more thoughtful, more about human motivation and less about action. He's got the less about action part right, but everything else wrong. There's nothing deeper or more thoughtful in this movie than Gladiator. Nothing. Nothing. Gladiator, you got a sense of an entire life story. Russell Crowe, from the very beginning, when he loses his family, all the way through all his trials and tribulations until the very end, where the climax is, obviously spoilers for Gladiator, where he faces off with the fucking Emperor himself, and all of his story arc comes together in that one moment, and it has that amazing emotional ending. You know? Everything about that movie. More visually stunning, amazing soundtrack, one of the best of all time. Really good supporting cast that aren't wasted. They're all wasted here in Kingdom of Heaven. Big names, all wasted. There is nothing in this movie that's better than Gladiator. Nothing. No facet of this movie is better than Gladiator. Roger Ebert, you are as completely and totally wrong as one person can be. This statement, better than Gladiator, deeper, more thoughtful, more about human motivation and less about action, is the most ridiculous pile of drivel I have ever seen. Period. It is just wrong in every way possible. So yeah, Orlando Bloom's character is constantly in the background in this movie, nodding his head, agreeing with whatever the hell anyone else is telling him. I mean, Saladin, The King, Eva Green, Jeremy Irons, Liam Neeson. He's just a parrot throughout this movie. His character is superfluous to the plot. I mean, technically the movie is about him, but it's not really about him. It's about everyone else telling him what to do. And then when he finally gets his big moment at the end, which makes no sense, he would not be leading the army of Jerusalem, not from what we get out of the movie, not from what he contributes to the movie so far. There's no way they'd put him in charge, unless he was like the only one left. Unless everyone else was dead or gone, which isn't the case. But yeah, at the very end of the movie, when he finally leads the army, it's pathetic. His performance is laughably bad. When he attempts to be the leader, this like heroic, you know, speech-giving, you know, inspirational leader, it's a joke. It's terrible. So the war scenes themselves are predictably good because they're Ridley Scott directed, but it doesn't last very long. And the end is very anticlimactic because it's just they agree to leave Jerusalem, give it up, and leave peacefully, and that's it. There's no heroic last stand. There's no Alamo here. There's none of that. And you don't get any sense of the other soldiers at all because it's just Orlando Bloom. There's no, you know, lieutenants or specialists or... You get no sense of anyone else. There's no group here. It's just him. And a bunch of nameless faces. So, I don't know what to say. I hated the movie in every way possible. And that Roger Ebert quote was so stupid. So stupid. You cannot compare this movie to Gladiator. That is unconscionable. I'm sorry. It cannot be done. So, anyways, terrible movie. 2 thumbs down. I do not recommend it. I didn't think I'd ever say that again about a Ridley Scott movie since Robin Hood, because he's had so many greats, but it seems like, I don't know, even he has misses every once in a while, I guess. he's human like everyone else, I suppose. So, anyways, yeah, don't watch this movie. I'll see you guys next time.